Hey, what is up you guys? It is groomie7 here. Welcome to the 7th episode of Groomie. And in case you guys are not sure what this is, it's basically a show about everything news. And a couple things. Number one, make sure to like and favorite if you do like these videos. Subscribe to see when every one of these videos comes out. And also comment on the question of the day, which I will ask later in the episode, or really comment on whatever you want. And one last thing before we get started on sports. This episode is I guess dedicated to Sean Connolly because I forgot to give him a shout out in the last episode. So there you go, Sean. Alright, let's move on to sports. So for this week in sports, I wanted to talk about the Phillies and the Flyers, two Philadelphia sports teams. And I want to start off with the Phillies because they're not doing well. Actually, just last night on Friday, they lost to the Cubs. 5-1, which the Cubs are not a great team. And just a few weeks earlier, not only did they lose to the Padres, who a lot of people said were the worst team in baseball, they also lost to the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are also one of the worst teams in baseball. And it's kind of rough for the Phillies because they've lost Utley, they've lost Howard, they've lost a lot of good players, whether it be trades or injuries. And obviously the dream of getting back to the World Series, which we haven't done that since 2009, or even win it, which we haven't done since 2008, seems kind of farther and farther away from actually happening. So that's kind of a bad part of the sports, but a good part is that the Philadelphia Flyers are actually doing great. They beat the Pittsburgh Penguins a while ago, maybe a week ago, and we will be playing the New Jersey Devils in the next series, which is kind of like I guess football-wise, a conference championship. So next week I'll be able to give you guys a recap on the first few games, and that really just about sums up sports. So let's move on to some entertainment. So for this week in entertainment, what I wanted to do is I actually wanted to talk about two different movies, one that I've seen and one that is coming out next weekend. So basically, to start off, the first one I want to talk about is The Hunger Games, which I've seen twice now. I've read the book for it, and I think it's amazing. I think it's one of the better movies I've seen in a while. It had action, it had really everything, and I really thought it was great. So if you guys get a chance, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you guys do get a chance, make sure to go and see it. Everyone knows about it. It's like it had like the third biggest opening box office history. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about that. And the movie that I may be even more excited about to see is actually The Avengers, which comes out May 4th, and that may even break, that may have huge box office opening as well. And, I'm really excited to see it because I loved Iron Man, I thought the Hulk was cool. I thought the superheroes were cool. I didn't see Thor. I did see Captain America, which it wasn't my favorite one, but it was good. And yeah, so I think it's going to be great, with all the superheroes, tons of action, special effects, everything. So I think it's going to be great. And those are the two movies that I really wanted to talk about. So anyway, let's move on to some world news. Okay, so for world news this week, I wanted to talk about the presidential race, which is obviously between Barack Obama and Mitt Romney for the Republican Party. And I wanted to talk about this because I really wanted your guys' opinion. I want to know, who you think, who you want to win, who, if you're of age, who you're going to vote for. Who do you think is really better for the job? Do you think Barack Obama should go again? Or do you think Mitt Romney would be better? Obviously, that's all your guys' opinion. But I also want to talk about this mainly because, and it's going to lead into the question of the day, but both candidates are having a little bit of a problem coming up with a slogan, really, for their campaign that was really, especially Barack Obama, who's in 2008 was like "Change You Can Believe In" or something like that, which is a really good slogan, and he's having a problem really getting back to finding a good slogan like that to put for his campaign. So really, that's all I really wanted to talk about in world news, and let's take it to the end of the show. So that brings us to the end of the show, and I'll start off with the question of the day, as always, which is really, number one, who are you going to vote for in the presidential race, or who do you think will win, who do you think is better for the job, and also, what do you think their slogan should be? It could be for Obama or Romney. What slogan do you think they should have for their campaign that will really, make voters believe in them? And so that's going to bring us to our shout-out time. Now, as I said at the beginning of this episode, it was dedicated to Sean Connolly because I did forget to give him a shout-out in the last video. So Sean Connolly, that's your major shout-out. This is the main shout-out. There you go. And also some other shout-outs to Paul, Paul. Also to Andy Curry, Spencer Urban, Joe Stockberg, Kyle DeAngelis, Jimmy Williamson, let's see, the entire Father Spellman religion class. So if I forgot to put your name in there, Father Spellman, we're the only religion class left. So that's my main shout out, especially to Sean Connolly. So there you go. And that brings us to the end of the show. So make sure to like and favorite if you did like this video. Make sure to post it on Facebook or Twitter if you want to spread it around. Subscribe to see when all these videos come out, and also make sure to comment on the 2 questions of the day today. And that does it for me. I'm groomie7, and I will see you guys next week for groomie number 8. See you guys later. Bye.
Yes, I can see you. 'Cause every girl in here wanna be you.